What do you make of Trump's comments about the farmers there and Sir Keir Starmer's reaction?
Well, it was an extraordinary turn of events, wasn't it, Patrick? And a massive thank you to GB News for continuing to bang the drum for the farming community, because it matters not just to the countryside, but to the whole of the UK. This is our food security here. Look, Trump was clear. He's taking massive steps to help his farmers. Whatever anyone might think of President Trump, he clearly cares about his farmers. We had a Prime Minister sat there today sort of gazing really awkwardly as Trump was outlining what he would do. And actually, he's scrapped the equivalent of an inheritance tax there. Look, we've been crying out for the Prime Minister and Rachel Reeves just to listen to what the rural sector has to say. And they haven't. They haven't listened to anything. There's still time. And I appreciate that Donald Trump has made this intervention. I'm not sure he necessarily meant to, but he has, and it means a huge deal to our community. And I hope that what this does is keep the issue very much alive, because the Prime Minister doesn't want to talk about this.
Yeah, you're right. He didn't want to talk about it, but also, what do you make of the timing of when Sir Keir Starmer decided to jump in there? It was just as it got to that suicide point, right? And there has been one case, of course, where I've said about that individual who sadly took his own life, and at the inquest, it was revealed really that it was partly, or essentially, because of what Rachel Reeves had done with her economic decisions. But the level of depression in the rural community, and Sir Keir Starmer jumped in at that point. I just wonder what you and the farming community made of that.
Well, I thought he was just all over the place, to be honest. The point that President Trump was making about mental health in relation to American farmers is very much the same here. And as you rightly said, it's causing tremendous anxiety. Look, mental health in the countryside has long been a big problem, but it has got worse since the family farm tax. Families are scrambling to come up with plans to keep their farms sustainable in the long term. I just think that Keir Starmer just desperately doesn't want people talking about this issue. He knows it's the elephant in the room, especially when it comes to anything to do with the countryside. It's very rare that conversations move beyond the dinner tables in the countryside from the family farm tax when you're talking about politics. So, I think the whole thing was extraordinary. Again, thank you to GB News. We're going to keep fighting at the Countryside Alliance. I know the National Farmers Union are too. We've got to do this to save our nation's food security.
All right. Well, again, it was a benefit of and a sign of